So notice like how much movement is in Mike's hand when he starts it. Okay. Hi everybody, I'm Jim from M&M Tools and Machinery. Today we are going to talk about the XST01Z, or if you buy it in the kit, no Z. It's the oil chamber impulse, I think. I'm here with Mike. Mike, what's your company, Vertical Solutions? Or?
My company I work for is the Front Climbing Club, who also owns Vertical Solutions, a company that builds climbing walls all over the United States and other parts of the world as well.
So it's very cool. They do a lot of building. So I'm going to let Mike take over because I honestly didn't know anything about this until Mike came in asking about it, and he's taught me a lot. So he's going to tell us a little bit about that.
So this Makita is a oil chambered impulse or impact driver. The difference between this guy and a standard impactor is the way that the impact mechanism runs is with an oil-filled chamber instead of a hammer and an anvil. So what that means to me as a route setter is that there's a lot less pounding on your wrist, there's a lot less pounding on your hand, and it's about 50% quieter than a standard, like say DeWalt 20 volt, which I actually currently use right now. The reason that I got this is because I've developed a little bit of some wrist problems, and it's just nice to not have to be standing around with an impactor banging in your ear all day.
Totally.
So a standard impactor, I think, puts out somewhere around like 92 to 98 decibels. These come in somewhere around 75 to 80, and the decibel scale is, I've read about this online actually as well. The decibel scale is really good. It's logarithmic, which means that it exponentially goes up.
Okay.
So 10 decibels is actually like 50 to 100 times louder.
Serious?
Yeah, so it's,
okay.
I mean, that's why when you say 10 decibels, it doesn't sound like a lot, but then when you and I tried this before, it was like
huge,
silent.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, you know how a normal impactor loud is, you know?
Yeah.
So like we tried putting in a few of these screws.
I don't know if you guys can hear that very well over here.
And it's got 3 little torque settings. It's got like a low speed torque, and then a medium, and then a high speed low torque setting.
So can you guys see that on the camera right there?
Little battery gauge tells you how many bars of battery you got left.
And if you want the light on or off, you just kind of hold the button down.
Yep. And the light comes on also when you pull on the trigger. So I'll just go ahead and put a couple of screws in. And the really cool thing is how quiet this thing is. I mean, it's pretty amazing. Like, you can get way up close to it. And it sounds like a normal impactor when you just pull the trigger, but the real cool part is when you actually go to put the screws in. That's about as loud as it gets,
which is awesome.
And this is also brand new, off the shelf. It's the XST01, which is just another 18 volt. So even taking the screw out, it's louder. And this one doesn't have an adjustable torque setting either. So go ahead and put this guy in.
So I don't know if you guys could hear that on the camera, but there's a significant noise difference.
Yeah, that's twice as loud for sure. Just
totally.
Doing that, and that's putting a self-tapping metal screw into wood. So
yeah,
I mean, a normal.
Should I grab a
bit? Okay. A normal screw is going to be way louder. Putting that in, like. So let's put this 2-inch wood screw in with the impactor. So that's pretty loud. We'll take it out. And try it with the oil impulse instead.
And it buried it just as deep. I don't know if you can see that on there.
That's pretty amazing.
So it's super quiet.
The difference in so.
And then look at this guy. So Mike, can you just hold it up like kind of so you can see the torque when you start it? So notice like how much movement is in Mike's hand when he starts it, and then we'll compare to a normal impact. Right? So
it pulls quite a bit less on your arm.
Totally.
As you start to figure out.
Most impacts are pretty light anyway that way, but like that one's even lighter. I mean,
yeah.
I don't use it every day, and I can tell the difference. Tell us a little bit about the Front and then Vertical Solutions also, if you could.
The front is a rock climbing gym. It's called the Front Climbing Club. It's here in Salt Lake City. We also have a location in Ogden,
Very cool.
about 45 minutes north of here. We are currently in the process of building a brand new building to put a brand new climbing gym in.
Very cool.
It's about a 75-foot tall building. It's right off the freeway at 1300 South, right next to our existing location. And then Vertical Solutions is a company that builds climbing walls for gyms, home walls, whatever. They're both owned by the same parent company that owns the front, which is consolidated under one owner.
Cool.
Which is really neat because then the guy who owns the gym owns the wall building company, so we can really customize like what our gyms look like and how they function, and it makes it a little bit more efficient in building a wall and a gym at the same time.
You can customize more.
Yep.
What you need. So where's the front located here and in Ogden? Like, what's the address?
The front in Salt Lake is at 1450 South, 400 West.
Okay.
It's like a block off the 13th South exit.
Cool.
And the front in Ogden is on 20th Street, right across diagonal from the Walmart there.
Cool.
At the corner of 20th and Wall.
And I've actually seen, so I live in Ogden, and I've seen their climbing gym, and it's sweet. Man.
Yeah.
I've
And
never been in, but even from the outside, like very, very big. It's cool.
The Ogden gym just had like about a 2,500 square foot of wall expansion in the last month and a half.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah,
so before that, it was
really
cool.
neat. It's really nice. It's really pretty.
How often do you change walls there, or change the route?
We change the routes out like every 4 weeks.
Cool.
Pretty much the entire gym will have all new routes in it once a month or so.
So if you're looking for, if you've never done climbing before,
Yep.
like I say, I haven't been to that one yet, but I have seen it, and my wife and I need to go check it out. Really good place to go. And then if you're an experienced climber, because they're changing the routes all the time, I think you get a lot
Yeah,
more.
there's always something new to try.
What are the rates if you wanted to do that?
Standard rates for single memberships are like 45 to 60.
Cool.
And then families, it kind of just goes down from there.
Really?
Price per person, basically.
Can you, if you just wanted to go climb for an hour, can you do that? Or?
Yep. Day passes are $14.
Cool. So and then is that with shoes?
There's like a $2 shoe rental, I believe.
So just climbing shoes on their own are like $100. So
Yeah.
that's way cheap to just go try it, and then besides that, you have help there. There's somebody there all the time,
Always someone there to help you out.
and they check the ropes to make sure the ropes aren't expired or frayed or anything.
Yep.
So it's a really good way. I mean, it's fun to go climbing outside, but if you haven't climbed before, it's a good way to do it. And then just what we said, if you have climbed a lot, just because you're changing the routes, and all these guys are climbers too.
Yep.
Or at least all of them I talked to. I think I've talked to three of the guys from your company here.
Me and Derek and John probably.
Yeah. And then all three of them are climbers, so they know what they're doing. They know what they like and what climbers like. So yeah, great place to go if you're around town. Any other information you want the public to know, kind of about?
No, I mean that's it. The new building should be up and running by about the end of summer. I think is the target date for us to be having people in there. So
Cool. Very cool.
excited for that.
75 feet. Yeah.
I think the tallest part of the wall is going to be 68 to 70 feet.
That's awesome. Super cool.
Pretty tall.
Yeah. Well, very good. Thanks a lot, Mike, too,
Yeah.
for doing the video
No
with
problem.
us. Appreciate it. Thank you.